For this special edition of GuySuCo Roundup, we will start you off with some great news. GuySuCo will have more than enough sugar to fulfill the demand of the local market this Christmas season and beyond. Mr. Shiv Prasad, Albion Estate Manager, provides an update on the current crop and how production has been thus far.
Our second crop began in the latter part of July. When we started, we actually were in the rain season. We actually moved a bit slow, and then we managed to accelerate it in August, September. We managed to achieve a 5 days pay, which kudos to the workers, staff who contributed, I think, and the incentive scheme, the new incentive scheme that we have also motivate them to achieve and work towards increasing their productivity. Hence, we managed to achieve 5 days pay, WPI. While the WPI is lower than the normal thing at Albion, the normal target of 2100, it is because the flood period that we passed through the previous year, it really affected us in terms of the quality of cane. But what we saw now, because we managed to harvest the cane were affected in the second crop 2021, the regrowth was better. We're having a better quality of cane that we have on the ground, and as such the TCTS, we have an increase in the TCTS value. Our crop, we saw a turnout of just around 53% for this crop. That by itself would extend the crop further. We also at Albion, apart from producing sugar for the US market at a higher pole percent, we also doing packaging. We managed to move one of the package unit from Enmore to Albion, and we now commence packaging at Albion with a single unit. And that packaging unit should be in packaging enough or adequate sugar for the East Berbice area and even wider field. We also doing our bargain, and I could assure people that out there will be having enough sugar for the Christmas season, even beyond, before the first crop 2023, because we are catering for the local market and the Guyanese people at large. Our first crop in this year 2022 was affected because at the extended flooding period that crop suffered the previous year, and as such we try to harvest as much cane as that will remain on the ground and try and make much of it. It is now one of the better crop, but what we are doing now, those land that went out of cane and affected by the flood, we are now doing our tillage and replanting program. Obviously there is challenge with the weather, but we are trying to do our best within the confines of the weather. I must also compliment the tillage people who are doing these operations and urge them to put their shoulders to the wheel. Let all of us staff members, all employees, so that we can work together to improve the cultivation in terms of establishing back cane on the ground, so that we could have those cane taken to the factory and produced to our full potential within a limited time.
Mr. Shiv Prasad also provided projections for the first crop and possibilities for 2023.
Having take out the second crop for 2022, we are very optimistic and we are seeing improvement in the first crop. Although we have managed to till the amount of land and plant, but we are seeing an improvement. We are very optimistic. As long as we keep doing what the right timing and sequence of operation and ensure we establish cane, I'm very optimistic that the first crop will definitely be a better crop than the first crop of 2022. 2023 first crop will be better, and we are expecting to do our improvement for the second crop in 2023 also to be a better crop. So we'll have to work together and continue to work together, hands in gloves, and we can move the estate together so that all of us can have better time, we can enjoy all the benefits that it comes with the work.
On the international front, did you know that GuySuCo exports sugar overseas? In October, GuySuCo serviced a number of 6 international markets, namely St. Martin, Trinidad, Suriname, St. Lucia, USA, and Antigua. In case you may be curious, here is how a ship is loaded for export. Mr. Darcel Harris, Operations Manager, Demerara Sugar Terminal, will now walk us through the process.
All sugar received at the Demerara Sugar Terminal is stored in a North Storage Bond. This bond has a capacity to store 20,000 metric tons of sugar. During export operations, wheeled loaders or bulldozers are used to bulldoze the sugar to specific hopper holes along the floor bed of the bond. There are 16 hopper holes in the bond. These hopper holes lead to a number 7 conveyor that runs below the bond, which is known as the tunnel. From the tunnel, this sugar drops to a hopper and then leads to the number 8 conveyor. This sugar is then conveyed to the scale house or weighing tower. The weighing tower houses a 10-ton metric scale. From the scale, this sugar would then be conveyed to a number 9 conveyor. This conveyor leads to the outloading building or the outloading gantry. In the gantry, there are 2 booms which would traverse east to west or north to south over the hatches of large bulk vessels. During export operations, loading of these ships are coordinated by the operations manager, the outloading supervisor, the scale operator, the chief mate, and captain of these vessels.
As part of its Agriculture Month observance, the GuySuCo Training Center held a one-day symposium to engage students of grades 10 and 11 in technical career guidance. This awesome program targeted 84 students from 14 secondary schools in the Berbice region. Here are some of the highlights from the day's activity. The technical areas that students were engaged in were electrical engineering, auto mechanics, and mechanical engineering.
As an electrician or an electrical apprentice, we teach them single phase, 2-phase, 3-phase system. That's 110, 220, and 440 volts. Apart from that, we also teach them lighting circuits. Here we have fluorescent circuits, HPMV, we have house wiring, motor circuits, DOL starters. We teach them to climb pole, like to do connection on poles and so on. We teach them, we get them ready, so when they go into world of work, GuySuCo, or wherever they go, they have more knowledge and they can handle the job.
Given the charge to the students who participated in the symposium is Estate Manager Mr. Tribuan Shifrashad.
I urge each and every one of you, don't squander the opportunity. Education, knowledge is power. Don't when you turn adult and you pass through, then you're going to regret. I passed through the system, I could tell you that. And I come from very humble beginning. But I always give whatever opportunity arises, the best shot. And that is what you have to have in your mind. And this institution, if you go through, you do good in maths and other subjects, including English and all these major subjects, all we're going to do focus. It all has to do with discipline and attitude.
After I finish writing CXC, I want to venture off to come to GuySuCo Training Center to further my studies and my education, mechanical engineering technology. It's very nice, and as far as I see it, I can do a lot of stuff compared to the other electrical stuff, because I want to come and be a good engineer and I want to produce quality stuff. So I know if I come here, I would do very nice. Plus you have the materials and the tools to do. Because equipment, you have to have equipment to do the work properly and have a nice food.
And here's vehicle outside from Amsterdam Multilateral, and came in for the GuySuCo Training Center for see what I can pick up, any knowledge I can get, and if I want to come and join the training school after my examination. And so far, I feel like it's the right way, easy way to go, and I think being here and learning the bits and pieces is extending the knowledge.
Early detection saves lives. In observance of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, let's hear from Dr. Swami. GuySuCo's Chief Medical Officer, as he shared the importance of early detection and routine screening.
So early detection is very important. In order to have early detection, you should know what are your risk factors. So each woman should think about their life in the sense of, first of all, my age. Persons over 40 are recommended to have a screen, which is a mammogram, once either every 1 or 2 years. And depending on the condition or the results of that, their doctor would advise accordingly. Beyond that, the routine self-examination of the breast, which has been very much popularized. I think it's very common, it's common knowledge out there now, but it's good to keep doing it because oftentimes a woman would find a lump or a mass in the breast earlier than a doctor could. And who knows their breast more than a woman, right? So self-examination is very good in early detection. That would bring cases forward in an early manner. And the importance of early detection is that if you are to detect it early, you can have proper treatment in a more timely manner, and that would ensure better survival or longer term survival, cure even. So that is the push for in terms of the Cancer Awareness Month, that we should have early detection, regular screening. Working on your lifestyle is very important. So having a very active lifestyle, exercising regularly, and you don't need a lot of exercise, 15 to 20 minutes a day, even 15 to 30 a day, for 5 days a week. Some may go from 3 to 5 days, that's acceptable. And working towards having a healthy body weight, right? So all of these can be done through your clinics. So work with your local doctors and have a discussion, open the talk, because cancer awareness is not only in October month. You know, we mustn't forget about this thing. You know, we can't see everyone in October. And you know, so it's advisable that this kind of mentality continues for all the months of the year.
Though it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, GuySuCo takes this opportunity to implore both men and women to screen regularly and consider the early detection procedures shared by our Chief Medical Officer. The sweet stories of GuySuCo is not only in the production and sale of sugar, but the hardworking and dedicated individuals who make the magic work. Let's hear from them.
Hi, my name is Tritron Samuel. I'm in Harvester. I've been working at GuySuCo for the past 27 years.
My name is Tessa Stewart. I'm the water technician at GuySuCo Lab. I've been working at GuySuCo for almost 22 years.
My name is Andre Paul. I'm the Group Agriculture Engineer.
So when you see a cane cutter, it's more than just cutting tails, more than just loading tail, more than just seeing them in their black clothes and what have you, and their messy clothes, but it's beyond that. It's what the motivation that drives them to do that. They don't want to come every day, but what motivates them? Because what they want to achieve, what they set up their life to achieve.
Being a water technician, because I get to contribute to the safe operations of GuySuCo and also the safety of to ensure that the environment is safe for not only humans but animals and the aquatic life.
The industry is now set and poised on a path to success and recovery.
Before we wrap up today's segment, be reminded of our Enmore Crystal Sugar Rush Christmas promotion. The promotion started on October 1st and runs until December 21st, 2022. Customers are encouraged to participate in the promotion for a chance to win kitchen appliances this Christmas season. This concludes our special edition of GuySuCo Roundup. Thank you for staying with us. Stay safe. Goodbye.